So let's talk about comparative advantage. And you would be right in thinking it's something to do with the word comparison or compare. Comparative advantage is when you do something the same as somebody else but better. And doing it better means you need to know what your edge is, because it's the edge that will allow you to have the comparative advantage over other people. Let's have a think for a minute around who might have a comparative advantage. And what I'd like you to do is to write that down on a piece of paper. Okay, now the likelihood is you've written down something like Ryanair, because Ryanair has a comparative advantage in that easy airline budget space. Ryanair is like the bus of the skies. Now, you don't have to agree with me because this is subjective. You might have written Premier Inn. Premier Inn absolutely have a comparative advantage. It's comparative because it's a hotel, they sell beds, but they do it better than everybody else. It's easy to book, it's relatively good value, you have a really good night's sleep. They don't overcomplicate it with anything else. A comparative advantage is doing something better than everybody else. Brewdog, for example, you might love it or hate it, has a comparative advantage in that brewing pub space. The brand, the ethos, the range of cask ales, the new Waterloo Brewdog where you can go down the slide and it's fun. The fact it has an edge means you remember it and you will talk about it. What you have to do is think about what's your edge to stand out. Other comparative advantages might be somebody like Gymshark. Gymshark makes gym clothes. They're comparative, but they have an edge that's really sharp. Their brand, their story, Ben Francis, they're a really interesting concept to look at. So a comparative advantage is where you do the same as somebody else, but you have an edge and do it better.